Hello, my name is Maya Lopez. Today I want to take you back to a turning point in American history. It's the night of September 11th, 2001. The towers have fallen, smoke fills the sky, the country is shaking, and into that moment steps President George W. Bush. Not with perfection, but with purpose. His 9/11 address to the nation wasn't just a speech, it was a lifeline. In just 5 minutes, Bush used the power of rhetoric, pathos, ethos, and logos to steady a nation in free fall. In this presentation, I'll break down how he used emotion, credibility, and logic to respond to crisis and why that message still matters today. First, let's talk about pathos. Bush opens his speech with vivid language. Our way of life, our very freedom, came under attack. That's not just a report. It's a charge to every listener that what happened was personal. He evokes images, pictures of planes flying into buildings, fires burning, and structures collapsing, not to traumatize, but to validate the pain Americans were feeling. But Bush doesn't stay in fear. He moves us forward. Today, our nation saw evil, he says, and we responded with the best of America. He shifts the focus to courage and unity. His final move, Psalms 23, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, that line isn't just spiritual, it's strategic. It acknowledges the depth of pain while offering a source of hope that transcends politics. Now let's shift to ethos. Bush doesn't present himself as a savior, he presents himself as a servant. He praises emergency personnel and assures the nation that the government is still running. He speaks calmly, firmly, and humility. He doesn't overpromise. He doesn't panic. He positions himself in as a leader who's with the people, not above them. That's smart rhetoric. Finally, let's consider logos. Through the speech, Though the speech is emotionally heavy, Bush still manages to offer structure and reason. He explains that the military is on alert, investigations are underway, and functions of the government continue. It's not about overwhelming listeners with details, it's about reminding them that there is order in the chaos. Critique and rebuttal. Was it enough? Now, some critiques have argued that the speech was too vague or too lacking in specifics, and that's not a fair critique. Bush doesn't identify a clear enemy yet, and his outline of justice is more than moral than tactical. But let's remember, this wasn't a policy speech, it was a psychological lifeline. Specifics would come later. On that night, Americans didn't need strategy, they needed stability, and Bush delivered that. To conclude, George W. Bush's 9/11 address to the nation may not be poetic, but it is powerful. In 5 minutes, he accomplished what few could. He acknowledged grief, inspired unity, and redefined leadership for a generation. In this moment, we see true power of rhetoric, not just as a persuasive tool, but as a form of rescue. Bush used pathos to comfort, ethos to lead, logos to steady. His success was not in solving the crisis, but giving us the strength to face it. And that, my friends, is a rhetoric in its most human. Thank you.